morning, it's planting time. And what I got here is these are big time blue. Now these are going to be humongous. We're going to have really large flower heads and a very beautiful bluish color. Good for buds, dried buds. Good for wreath making because they're going to have long stems. And just an overall really beautiful blue color. Really stunning. And looks good in landscapes and just mainly in the garden, since I'm trying to create a beautiful view as well. These are going to be a great addition. Well, I got some spikes on my phenomenal. They're not real purple yet, but I'm getting some spikes. These are the ones I transplanted from the back part of my property to here. And they're doing good. They're doing good. I got a little bee there. Check it out. Little bumblebee. Bringing in, oh, I got to get that weed out of there. I got someone who wants to cut some, he's getting married and wants to cut some flowers for her wedding. So I'm hoping it'll hurry up a little bit. So these are the ones I planted in the fall. They're doing good. They're kind of weedy, but this is what I'm working on today. Got the next plot going in, and wanted to show you kind of what I'm doing with my template. And stick with me to the very end. I got a surprise for you. So I'm taking my template, and it is 36 inches from here to here. And that is what I've been spacing the other ones out with too. So I'm kind of going off that same consistent marking and keep them in a straight line. All I'm doing is taking this X-Acto knife, get that nice and centered in the hole there in the front, cut around. Now this isn't a perfectly circular template, but it works good. Works real good. It does dull the blade some after you got to kind of go through a lot of blades. This is a fresh one. But here we got, this is the bird's eye that I put in last year. Did fresh, great soil and then mix it with bird's eye. You know what I'm going to do is I got an auger. I think it's a 6-inch auger blade. And I'm going to auger the fire out of this probably down to about 18 inches. Then I'm going to fill it with crushed limestone. I got a bunch of crushed limestone. So the plant will actually sit in bird's eye and crushed limestone and good soil. You never can have too much drainage for lavender. So that is my chief concern. Not only are we planting today, but I have a surprise for you. I've been working on something else. And if you stick with me to the end, I'll show you what that is. Oh, I just heard one buzzing. So I'm trying to mimic a Mediterranean setting, you know, where they have a lot of good rocky soil and drains well, and they have usually pretty good loamy soil as well. Mine's not like that. I've worked at it, got a lot of drainage rock, bird's eye mixed in there, so hopefully this will help. But I'm going to mound it up about 3 inches high and plant the Grosso or the big time blue. I'm going to do a row here of Grosso and big time blue, actually 2 rows of each on both sides of this, because I got rows of 4. So let's get after it. I'm going to start with putting some bone meal in the hole. Now bone meal has a high phosphorus content and is good for helping activate the root system. So bees. I need to work this. I need to scrape this because I can't get the lid back on very well. But that may anger them a little bit. I need to get that off there. And then I'll set that on the front there. That way they know they can get in. Front. So you got to clean these off. Be real gentle. So let's check out our frames. Wow. That's more bees than when I started. They're kind of curious about the camera. Got to brush them off so we don't have any casualties. Yeah, they're very curious about this. I'm just going to walk away a second. Give them a minute because I believe I just got stung in the leg. Give them a minute to calm down. Yeah, they're a little angry today. I'm just going to go ahead and put that lid back on and call it a day. Because they are fired up. Yeah, they are not happy. Not happy one bit. Well, 128 plants. Whew. Been a busy day. Got them all in. Got these 2 rows are grosso, either way. These 2 rows are big time blue. My rows are a little off kilter there, but got them in there. I'm ready for them to start showing their stuff. I don't know that I'll see much this year, but next year for sure. So anyway, I hope you liked the bees. Hope you liked the planting. Hope you learned a little bit from the planting. And I hope you'll come back. Happy planting, happier nursing.